Gates Adams here on behalf of Apex Trader Funding, and I'm here today with Kimheap in California. And first of all, I wanted to welcome you on here. Obviously, we have you on here because you're a paid trader with Apex Trader Funding. So first and foremost, I wanted to congratulate you on your progression in this journey. So congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's, I like to start things off with kind of just getting a little bit of background on you and your trading. So how long have you been trading now?
I have traded since 2019, so it's about 5 years now.
It's about 5 years. Okay. Now, when you first started trading, were you trading futures or did you start in a different instrument? How did you end up where you are now?
The first 6 months, I started as a credit spread or single options.
Okay.
And then for the second year, I just found the NQ future trading. That is my thing. So I have been trading NQ futures since 2000, kind of the middle 2019 until now.
Got it. Okay.
I only trade NQ, the only thing.
So you like the movement, you like the volatility. Now, do you trade morning session or do you trade when do you trade? Because NQ can move.
Correct. So now since the market are super crazy, so I don't trade US market. I trade the Asian market or London market
Okay, so you're
because
starting.
I cannot handle it. Yes, I cannot handle US US move.
It definitely gets a little crazy. So when you started so how did you end up getting into trading in the first place?
Okay. I have been working for a company over like 11 years. And then one day I woke up, I was like, I want my time freedom. I want my own lifestyle. So as soon as I had that mindset, 2 weeks afterward, I give notice to my company that I quit. And then they asked me why, because I told them that I'm just not happy with my career. I want to do something that challenged me, that could change my whole life and also my whole family as well. And it wasn't as they initially, I think about the financial freedom. And then after that, and I said, okay, I need time freedom because grow up in third world country, I saw my parents, we had experienced that my parents always chase for money. They never enjoy time. They never enjoy life. So I don't want my generation or my children generation have to deal with that experience. So I need to make some change. That's why it led me to trading career.
Wow. So when you exited the job that you'd had for 11 years, did you know it was going to be trading, or were you still trying to figure out what it was that was going to bring you everything that you were looking for?
Good questions. So I was struggling. What do I want? And what is gonna make me like, okay, this is my life. So I signed up for cosmetology school. So it took me about 8 months to get my license. So after I got my license, I go work the salon for about 6 months. And then I keep questioning myself, that is not my thing. And then I met a friend and then he's kind of share some informations and also he teach me the basic from the beginning. But I remember back when I was 11 years old, I saw a Chinese movie that it was a bunch of guys, they watching a stock markets. And then I kept looking at TV and then I told myself, I wanted to do that when I grow up. It's so cool. I just saw the chart and people call out some price, this and that. It's just so cool things. It just stuck that in my head. So now when I go outside in public, when people talk about stock markets, I'm just like, my ears are like so pay like closely attention, like it's so interested to me, but I've been holding it inside until through 2019. I tell myself, what, I'm gonna try this, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be challenge. I just talk to myself.
Right.
But my significant, he doesn't know, my family, they don't know what's going on in my head.
I think that's pretty normal for traders, at least from what I've seen for sure. I think a lot of times the people around us get to like, okay, well, that's a trading thing. So talk to me about other stuff because I don't get the trading thing. If they're not into it, there's just so much. And I think this is why it's so much fun to do these interviews, traders talking to traders and just really exploring this in ways that sometimes we really don't get to in our normal lives. So I think that's, I know a lot of us have seen the same thing. So, so you decided that this was the route that you wanted to go. How did you learn your strategy? How did you learn how to trade?
It's very expensive the way I learned. It's
Trading?
my self-taught.
Okay.
My self-taught. Yeah, first I learned from YouTube,
Mhm.
and then I bought a course. And I bought a course and I just learned from just watching videos, set up my own chart and everything. It's just like the stock market language terms, it's totally different from a regular language. Yes, and especially English as my second language. So I have to translate from English to Cambodian and Cambodian back to English. And I took a time to self-taught, to be honest with you. I just sit and close the door in my room for like 6, 7 hours every day. I keep studying. And back, it's kind of a long story a little bit. So I start self-taught training when I was pregnant 9 weeks.
Wow.
And I just sit and learn until my son's, he like, okay, I want to see the world. So I studied until 2 a.m. By 7:30 a.m. And I told my partner, I said, something is wrong. Something is not right. Let's go to the hospital. So, so for that period of over 9 months, I just self-taught myself. Yes.
That's remarkable. And we've had the opportunity to talk to other traders, and I always find that to be one of the most fascinating paths because clearly, I mean, you left your job, you committed the time, you locked yourself away in a room literally to just absorb information, and here you are, you mentioned to me we got to talking before we started recording, and you mentioned that this was your biggest payout so far. So how many payouts have you actually had so far?
Um, my first payout was in July 4th last year. So if I count total now, I have about I would say 46.
46 payouts. So you've been consistent, obviously.
46, and then I have three more coming, and I'm gonna submit again on the 19th, another 11 more accounts. So I was at about roughly about 55.
So obviously there's a consistency. So this isn't just a one-shot deal where you got lucky, hit a big stride, and was able to get a payout. Obviously, this is something that you've been building towards and creating. And so what has this done for you in your life? What has changed for you now that you're a paid trader?
Okay. I am a risk taker. I'm very aggressive. I have no patience. So now, since I am getting paid, to be honest with you, I was my own boss. But today, to take me till now, APAC is my boss.
That's fair.
Yes. So APACs have risk management rules. They have all of the strategies that my own self as a trader for the first 4 years, I made a lot of mistakes, but I don't learn from it. But since I start with Apex, it took me less than 7 months to tell me that trading it's just not about money. Yes. So I learned a lot when I start making mistake, and then sometimes I almost get approved for paid out. I blow my account.
I think we've all been there.
Correct, because my own bad habits is about money, 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 but at the end of the day, it's about the risk management, it's about the patience, it's about consistencies. It's just not about how much you make today, it's about how much you can keep, how much you can cash out in 2 weeks.
Exactly. So
Yes.
what's changed for you as a result of the success that you've had as a trader at this point?
Can you please ask that question again?
So clearly you've had an opportunity to get paid out multiple times. You've developed a level of consistency. You're now on your biggest payout that you've had. What has this opportunity to be a funded trader changed for you? So you quit your job, you dedicated hours upon hours a day. Now, what's the payoff for you? Aside from the money, what has changed for you in a positive way from being a trader?
Is the free of my emotions. I was a slave of my emotions before I joined Apex. I hope this answer will be satisfy you.
I think that's amazing. So you were looking for time freedom, you were looking to be your own boss, aside from the fact that Apex has rules. You were looking for a higher level of prosperity. I mean, has this all come to fruition for you at this point?
Yes.
Well, congratulations. I love that. Well, what an amazing story, and I really appreciate you taking some time to talk with me today. I know a lot of traders are going to have an opportunity to watch this and really hopefully see what's possible and what the important steps are that are going to help them start to achieve the level of success that you've seen. So I appreciate again just the opportunity to share some stories with us. And what I'd love to do is catch up in a few months and just kind of see how everything's going. Just get an update a few months down the road if that sounds good to you.
Absolutely. I'll be happy to meet you again.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you, Kimheap. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.